Hello, welcome to Video Mania 2. I'm the dude man with Counter Duncan, and today I am very excited to talk about Timecop, starring Jean-Claude Van Damme, Mia Sara, Ron Silver, and Bruce McGill. It was directed by Peter Hyams. It came out in 1994. It is a sci-fi action classic. This movie starts out right away, so you pretty much know what you're getting into. It starts out, it takes place around the Civil War time, in Gainesville, Georgia, which is way on the other side of town from me. Now, here there are some Confederate soldiers that are transporting some gold, and they're confronted by this mysterious man in a trench coat. They're like, "Who are you?" He's like, "I'm a friend of the Confederacy, but you got to give me that gold, and I'll let you by." And they're like, "Look, it's rainy and it's nasty. Step aside or die right here." And then he's like, "I'll be happy to step aside. You got to give me that gold." And then they're about to draw, and the trench coat opens up, and two big futuristic machine guns come in, take out all the Confederate soldiers, and the guy takes the gold. Now we go to 1994, and they're in Washington, and there's a Senate Oversight Committee, and a guy named Spota and Machuzak, played by Bruce McGill, are coming in, and they said there's this scientist named Hans Kleindost who was world-renowned, and he laid low, and his research was time travel, and he actually discovered it. And so they're talking about this is such a dangerous technology, we have to form the Time Enforcement Commission to police this technology, because if you go back in time, it creates a ripple. And as much as you want to go back and right some wrongs, you could alter life as we know it. It's just too dangerous. So they're like, it's like a ripple in a pond, but now it's a ripple in time. So they form this commission, and then they go, and Van Damme plays Max Walker, a DC cop. Now, he meets up with his wife Melissa, played by the lovely Mia Sara, and they're at a mall shopping, and then they have a steamy scene, and then she's like, "There's something I need to tell you." And then the phone rings, he gets called in to work. And as he leaves, he's assaulted, and he looks up and he sees his wife held hostage, and the house blows up. Fast forward 2004. Now, he's kind of a depressed time enforcement cop, and Director Machuzak is really his only friend, and he believes in the Time Enforcement Commission. And his partner, he catches him going back to the 1929, around the stock market crash that caused the Great Depression, and he was buying up stocks for chump change. And, Walker captures him, brings him back, and he's like, "Who are you doing this for?" And he's like, "Senator Aaron McComb, who's played by Ron Silver, and he's quite evil, and he's basically going to buy the presidency, and to fund his campaign, what better way to do it than to go back in time, because that's the easiest way to make money." Now, his partner Atwood refuses to say anything, and so he's killed. And so now Walker is determined to catch McComb. He's like, "If I can't go back and save my wife, I'm not going to let him go back and fund his presidential campaign." And so they're great opponents here, and that plays off really well. And so as Van Damme's character Max Walker pursues Senator McComb more, that's where all the action takes place. There's different action sequences. McComb has to go back to continue to come up with more money, because there were some bad business deals he did. Now Max Walker's on to him, and so he's got to stop all this before McComb, changes everything and gets so much money that no one will be able to stop him. And he also, when he discovers this, he finds a chance to save his wife, and he has to make that decision. Am I going to do what I've been sworn not to do? Change the past. So that's all confronted, and it's all explored here. There's a few holes in the plot, but overall, it's a very enjoyable movie. It's one of my all-time favorites. And sci-fi action's kind of a mixed bag with me, but this one is up there with Demolition Man and some of the others from that time. And it's really, really good. Mia Sara is great, and the whole cast is game for this. And the special effects are pretty good, and the production design's great. The music is really good. So this is, I can see why it's Van Damme's most successful. It's really mainstream, engaging with good characters, a great, slick production. Now, it's just one of my all-time favorites. I grew up with it, and I would love to hear what y'all think of it. Would you be willing to take a look at it? Have you watched any other movies from Peter Hyams? They collaborated with Van Damme again on Enemies Closer, and right after this, he made a movie with him called Sudden Death, which is also great. So let me know about any of that in the comments, and I really appreciate the support, and take care till next time.